So now let's have a look at our sections here and start to look at getting into some detailing and stuff. Now the first thing I noticed is walls and ceilings here. Now what is our distance? Let's do a little measurement from the top of here to here. So that's 8'9". So, we could put a little, I suppose, a little bit of a drop ceiling in there. So let's put a ceiling in there. I'm also noticing that our walls are not attaching to our floor, and I'm not sure what happened there, but our floor did get thicker. I thought I'd fix those walls. So let me do this. Crossing box here. Okay, filter. Only grab the walls. And let's say attach the top to here. How tall is this wall? Okay, it's up to there minus up to second floor, or up to roof minus 1'6". Total of 8'10", which is plenty. So the ceiling in here will be at 8'10", and let's say the ceiling down here will be at 8'4", or something like that. We'll just have like a thin kind of layered ceiling. So to do ceilings, we do it in a ceiling plan. By default, whenever you create a floor plan, it asks you if you want to create a ceiling plan with it. I believe also when you create a level, it asks you definitely if you want to create a floor plan. I believe it also, let's just have a look. If I create a level here, make plan view types, and yeah, so it doesn't make a ceiling plan by default, I don't think. It does not. So regardless, if you don't have a ceiling plan, you can go up and say view, plan views, new ceiling plan, and then you can pick the levels that don't already have ceiling plans, and if you want, you can actually create a ceiling plan of one that's already been made. So having said that, we go to our what is this one again? This is 8'10" off of the second floor. So let's go to our second floor ceiling plan. Okay, and let's put in a ceiling. So we go home and we say ceiling. When you do a ceiling, you can do automatic, where it kind of detects the rooms. Okay, you can see the highlight kind of like a hatch, or you can sketch it. Okay, in our case, I think I'm going to sketch it. Okay, and here's where we pick our ceiling type, component ceiling. So you can go in and you can say, well, there's a 2x4 acoustic tile ceiling, 2x2, a 2x4, and gypsum on metal stud. So we're going to go with that one. And where's it going to go? Height offset, second floor plus 8'10". And we're going to sketch it, and we're going to use pick walls. Pick walls, pick, just go all the way around the outside. You can also use the automatic one and pick the insides, and then I just do a good old trim, and looks good. Finish. There's my ceiling. Double click on here, zoom in. Oh, what's the problem? Has to stop there, go down, and jog over there. So what do? Pick on it, edit boundary. Where are we going to work on it? On the second floor. Let's work on it on the regular second floor. Might be easier to do. Not quite, but let's see. Let's delete this. I think all we have to do really is trim these guys, because I think these walls are lined up. Yep, so let's just finish that. Now, lines must be in closed loops. Oh, look, I left a line out here. Continue. Sorry, escape, pick. Revit warns you if your loop isn't closed. Now, if I cut a hole in here, it'll be a ceiling with a hole in the middle, like a skylight, which is what I'm going to do over here. Finish, done. Now, if I double click on here, there's my ceiling there, butts up against there. We have some finish. Now we're going to do another ceiling. And this one, remember now when we said 8'10", that's to the underside of it, right? So we have to consider the fact that if we go into here, the thickness of this is 4 1/4. So we need to go 4 1/4 below this point. Okay, so let's draw a little reference plane. Why not? Love the reference planes. So reference plane here. Okay, use your shift button if you have to. And I'm going to go in and slide a little dimension in right here. Okay, escape, pick on here, and then set this to be 4.25 inches. There you go. Okay, now I'm going to pick on here, and I'm going to edit the witness line, which means another segment. Click on there, pick nothing, escape. There's my number. 7 3/4 of an inch. That's going to be my ceiling height. Here we go, second floor ceiling. Zoom over here, and we go ceiling. Same ceiling type, top of second floor, 7 and 7, what was it? 7 3/4. I'll have to check that again. My mind is going blank on me. And I'm going to use sketch, and then use pick walls. Pick, and this one, you see the problem with this is probably, oh, it did pick the right side. And now I can trim these guys up. Okay, set my height. I'm not sure if I'm right. I'll soon find out. Click, and I forgot to cut my hole. Click. And now look at that. It put it to the top. Interesting. So now I'm just going to go in and modify align. Cancel. Align. Can't draw because the work plane is set a different. Escape. Align to here. This. Interesting. I thought this one. Oh yes, it did go to the bottom of it. Okay, so that's good. Now look, I forgot to cut my hole in here. So watch. Pick on here, edit the boundary. Do it from the, let's do it from the roof plan. Okay, now there's the roof plan. Let's do it from the roof plan with hidden line. No, let's go wireframe. And I still can't see where that line work is. Go to the second floor. Okay, now I need to cut a hole. So watch what I'm going to do here. I'm going to cut a hole bigger than what I need. And say finish. And now I'm going to go to my second floor ceiling plan. And now I can see where I believe that is that line work. Okay, but to be sure, I need to do either an underlay or maybe even draw some reference planes. Let's go to my roof plan here. Okay, I'm going to take this roof and hide it. Hide the category. Oh, that was the mullion itself. Let's just, okay, so let's grab, that's the wall. Let's take these guys and hide the categories. There. Now, what do I have left here? What's this? That's the wall. That's the wall. Okay, so now let's edit the ceiling. There it is. Edit the boundary. I didn't actually need to cut this, but I think it did help. Align to here, this. Align to here, this. Here, this. Here, this. Okay. Finish. Click out. Go down here. Take all these guys and unhide the category. Go back to here. Okay. Let's have a look at my section. Which one is it? Go to my second floor. Have a look at my section. Click. Now I cut my ceiling and I cut it to the outside of the wall. I needed to cut it to the inside. So watch. Here we go. Pick on here. Edit the boundary. Let's do it from the roof plan. And I believe it's this one. And there's just a lot of lines in there. Oops. When you miss one like that, click nothing, it resets it, and then do it. You don't have to restart the command again. Finish. Click out. Back to here. I should know what section that is by now. There it is, section 4. Now we're ready to get into our detailing. Inside of here. This guy got pulled down. I need to pull this back up again. Okay, and then of course we need to maybe go in and do. Now this is disappearing, and that's because my cut plane isn't going back far enough to catch that. Okay, so there is our 2 ceilings. Now let's go to our main floor and let's do another ceiling in there.